Hello, everyone. My name is Lazy, and I wanted to do a follow-up video from the one that I just made previously called Plan Your Day. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check it out. It should be right there. And I just wanted to give an update about what happened after I planned that day. And here it is. I did some of it, and some of it I didn't do. So, for example, I did do my morning routine. I drank water, I did my 5 minute walk, I did some stretching, and then I rewarded myself with a cup of coffee. So let me actually change my screen. This is what it looked like. Okay, so this is my morning routine: drink a cup of water, 5 minute walk, physically stretch. That was my plan. However, I did feel like, right? Uh, I did feel like maybe the routine was a bit too long, right? I didn't want a routine to last like 30 an hour before I really start getting into this deep work session. I really want to get into it as soon as possible, right? So, you know what? One thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make my morning routine very simple, right? Drink a cup of water, get out and get some natural sunlight, right? Listen to music, listen to Bible, do whatever, right? Just 5 minutes outside, outdoors, right? And then I'm going to take a 5 minute shower, 5 minute morning shower, right? Because when you I'm gonna get into the shower warm with warm water, but then at the end I'm going to get like I don't know 15-30 second like cold shower moment, right? Just gonna drop it down to the cold area, and then I think that will wake me up. And at the end of the day, this for one, it's good for hygiene, and also just good for hygiene, and I think just wakes you up in the morning in general, right? And so after waking up and this quick morning routine, I would be able to get my coffee, right? So I think one for sure, I kind of took my time with my morning routine, which is good, but I wanted to keep it simple. Keep it simple. Gonna go outside for a walk, just do whatever, and then just go to shower. Quick. That's it. So at most, this will take 10-15 minutes. All right, I'll be outside. I'll be taking a shower. That's it. Quick. Then there will be a few things right after my rewards that I want to do. Because before work, I usually bring my lunch to work. I prepare it myself. So one thing, while brewing up my coffee, I will also cook rice. Because what lunch without rice? Uh, and heat up like other condiments slash proteins or something like that. Basically, meal prep. So I'm going to do some quick meal prep in the morning along with my cup of coffee in order to, prepare myself right before I leave. Um, and that's when in the morning before work, I do want to get work done. And what does that mean? Right now it's 12 a.m. And that means I need some time to do some work. And to do quality work, you need to get into the flow. Like you've heard that flow. And that also requires me to have, let's say, an hour of time, right? So if I need to leave for my job and get there around, let's say, 8:45, right, for a 9 to 5. Um, let's say, let's say I get there early, 8:30, right? If I want to get there at 8:30, I need to leave like the house by like, for me personally, I have to leave by like 7:50. And that means if I want an hour work before that, let's say, I need to at the latest start work at like what 6:50. And that means I need to wake up at like 6:30 to do my routine, right? After I finish my routine, let's say 15 minutes, it'll be 6:45, and after 6:45, it will be I will then transition to my meal prep, morning coffee, and then into my deep work section, right? And that's assuming right after my deep work session, I will be directly be just leaving the house, right? And I'm not going to like what put the food that I prepared into my bowls and whatnot. Prepare a bit, do some last second like what brush my teeth, all that. Like there's some stuff, right? Like I would say brush my teeth and all that. So I would say personally I like to brush my teeth after I eat breakfast because um like I leave the house with a more clean mouth and not like a stained tongue or whatnot. So right, because like after I leave, right. So this schedule was for a holiday, but I want to adapt it to more of a daily, like let's say day work routine, right? So after I would say my deep work session, I will need to make prepare to leave, which means finishing. Let's say prepare bento. I'll just call it bento, right? um, prepare bento, brush teeth, and yeah, that's about it, right? So I'm gonna prepare bento, brush teeth, and then leave. Oh, and prepare backpack, right? And leave. Of course, there are some things that I can do beforehand, right? I'll see what happens tomorrow. But for example, I can prepare my backpack right now. So I'm prepared to go whenever, and I don't need to, do any prep. But yeah, I can definitely try to shorten this and just uh, prepare bento and brush teeth, and like leave these two as the only things I have to do. So I could do nights before, preferably. Okay, cool. Misspelled preferably. Okay, cool. Uh, and another fault that I ran into, okay, was basically during my free time, right? During Juneteenth, I would watch YouTube videos. I would watch YouTube videos. Maybe I would have a timer, for example. And what happened today was I would go overtime because I would find a cool video and I would just keep watching, right? So I do have this tendency. And of course, that's my habit side taking over, right? Because I want to keep on watching, no pressure today, right? However, I also need to care for my dreamer side of me, where I need to learn how to trust myself. When I look at this kind of use this kind of entertainment, I need to trust myself that I can stop. And it's when at the point when you don't know or you can't stop. That's a problem, right? Which is why uh, I'm considering what I should watch on YouTube, right? It's so there's you don't know what's gonna be on there. And like let's say at the almost near the end of your 30-minute session, you see at the corner of your eye like this very clickbaity video, right? You'll want to click it, and of course it's like 20 minutes long, right? But you only have 5 minutes left in your break, right? So I need to learn how to stop. And if I don't, all of this could crumble, right? Because, right, if I don't trust myself and when I can stop, then it's going to leak over to my other things like out afterwards. It's gonna basically I'm gonna lose integrity of my plan, right? Of course, if it wasn't entertainment, like something else went overtime, for example, work, right? Of course, you would just move your things dynamically. It doesn't have to be solid throughout the day. You don't have to achieve everything that you put out. right? But when it comes to entertainment, that's another thing, right? Time out different. So YouTube, I'm still considering what I should do with YouTube. This is more of a personal decision because everyone has a different relationship with YouTube. You know, some people it's with TikTok, Instagram Reels, all that. For me, it's watching YouTube Shorts, whatnot. So yeah, I mean, one alternative is I could find specifically what I want to do. For example, I'm going to like specifically choose an activity that's not like very time consuming that will like accidentally go too long. For example, listening to music which is less stimulating, you could say, but more high quality rest, you could say. But I will definitely need to think about this one. Um, for example, for lunch, I could watch the news instead. And for context, for YouTube, I really like to watch like Valorant content. So if you know this YouTuber called Thinking Man's Valorant, he likes to talk about all the tech, sorry, strategy in the game, whatnot. However, I also find myself liking to watch because recently there's this thing called the VCT, Valorant Champions Tour, Championship Tour that's happening right now, and games can last an hour, right, or two. And honestly, I can't be watching them if I want to be, you know, doing other things. Um, unless I can trust myself to go in it and stopping, right? And the fact that I'm hesitating right now definitely concerns me about whether I know if I go in, I can stop after 30 minutes, right? So I should definitely reconsider about what I want to consume. I'll move on from that. Okay, eating lunch, right? So, oh wait, this is prepare lunch section. I've been talking about the wrong section, but prepare lunch would be for when it's like the weekend. Okay, but this is this is not. But okay, eating lunch, watch YouTube. This is more of the section outside. So watch YouTube. If I'm watching Valorant content, it's going to be difficult. If it's like a video that's like analysis video that's like 20 minutes long, then that will be easy, right, to stop. So I mean the break and work is technically 30 minutes long. So that does have a natural end to it. Um but I'll that's one thing I will reflect on later. Okay, 30-minute show afterwards. Read a book. Okay, personally, after I would say lunch and I started going overtime with my YouTube, I basically didn't do any of this later half, right? And I think that's definitely a tendency that I do have where once one thing goes out of line, everything else falls to pieces, right? And the reason why is because one, after eating lunch and wasting my time, I feel a bit tired. Usually after you eat, you feel tired, and I decided to go to sleep because I felt I wanted to break after taking a break. Um, so that's definitely one thing to consider. Right? Just I'm sort of using this as a journal, as a way to reflect on how I can improve on myself here. But definitely need to be cautious about how I take my breaks and then how I can recenter myself. There's workout, so I won't be doing workout in the middle of the day. Uh, I know what I can do during lunch. I can read a book. Because recently I've been listening to a few audiobooks. That's been helping a lot. I do like to listen or read books, and I definitely don't think I will go overtime with that. I will not. So honestly, I mean, it's also higher quality rest. So for while I'm eating lunch, instead of watching YouTube, I'll read a book instead, right? And to recenter myself, right, I can meditate and get coffee, for example, right? And then I'll have my second deep work session, come back, let's say, actually, I'll work out here, right? Let's say I work out here. And honestly, I'm not going to ask too much for myself. I'll just be doing, let's say, 30 minutes. Because what's important right now at my stage of life, right, at the stage that I am at right now, is I just need to show up, be consistent, build good habits. And 30 minutes is not too much to ask for. Should I even go even less, to be honest? Usually the first 10 minutes is the hardest, but once you're there, I think I could stay for another 30 minutes. Honestly, workouts usually could go an hour, but you know what? I'll hard cut myself at 30 minutes because there's some other things I need to do. But what's important is I show up, and that's what I will put my standard as. I'm not gonna put higher for now, but 29. And I'll go to the gym, let's say near my workplace. Yeah, gym near my workplace. All right. The afterwards, I'll prepare dinner. I could follow you to, do all these things, right? Um, honestly, over Juneteenth as well, I did order takeout, right? Uh, because there's a takeout that I really like, some Chinese food that I really like. I just want to reward myself for finishing my morning routine, which I then proceeded to not follow the rest of my schedule. But I used it as a way to reward myself. So I did a lot of judicious or, conscious uh rewarding to myself today. That it was all part of building trust that, you know, I put my mind, hey, if I do this, I'll be giving myself this. I've never been so conscious about that. And that's what I really practiced today, I would say, despite the fact that I didn't really, let's say, follow the rest of my schedule after lunch. But like, whenever I had to get up and do something, I would say, okay, I'll give myself something as a reward, right? So that's really cool. I'm slowly building trust there. And another trust that I have to build is when I do rest, I won't go overtime, right? So gotta make sure I don't cheat on myself. Of course, we're not all perfect, but that's another form of trust that I need to build with myself. Okay, I'll come back, prepare dinner. I could eat that takeout, right? Um, eat dinner, sure. I could have my hobby time. Yes, okay. Hobby could be dance, editing, video projects. Oh, I have another workout here. Interesting. Okay. So after working out, I'll come back and do a hobby, and then uh oh oh because at work I'll have a workflow state in the morning, and then I need another one in the afternoon, right? And then when I come back home, I need to do one more workflow state because I need to work on my other things, right? So I'm going to, so actually during an ideal work day, in my opinion, here. I will need to, let's say, so after, oh, because after workout, right, I would feel hungry. After feeling hungry and eating all that, it is, it's not the best. Should I go into workflow or into my hobbies? Maybe hobbies. Is it good to go get into workflow right after you? I think so. I'll just experiment. So what I'm going to do is recenter myself, go into workflow, gonna copy, paste deep work session 3, and I'm going to put some timestamps here. So right now it's 12:20. I do need to sleep soon. Ooh, the more time I spend here, less time I'll sleep. So another thing is I need to sleep earlier. Right now it's 12 a.m. But I will do whatever I can to wake up here. All right. So I'll be waking up at, let's say, 6 a.m. Why? It's because I will need to finish my morning routine at 6:15, right? Right? Deep work session 2 hours at, and then, okay, it's going to be 1 hour. It's not going to be 2 hours, but 1 hour, let's say it's 7:15 a.m. Oh, whoops. Whoopsie. 7:15 a.m. A cup of coffee. Say I wake up at 6 a.m., 6:15, then it'll be 7:15. Oh wait, this will take like, let's say 10 minutes. So it'll be like 25. Let's give myself 15 minutes to do that. So 30 minutes. So it'll be 7:30 a.m. from, let's say, 7:30 a.m. to, sorry, what am I doing? 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. And then prepare to leave. Say it's going to be from, uh, right, 7:30 to 7:45, and then leave for work. So to leave for work from 7:45 to 8 a.m. I'll be leaving for work. Alrighty. I mean, looks pretty solid to me. I mean, okay, lunchtime, it can vary. It depends on how much work I'm getting in, of course. Um, okay, this honestly should yeah, I'll remove this deep work session because at work, of course, I could get into deep work, all that, but it's number two. But I'm really focusing on the time that I spend outside of work right now because I think that's what I'm struggling with the most. So let me forward these guys the titles here. Leave for work, eating lunch. I don't know if I can chill after eating lunch, but I think it's good to take some time to recenter, right? But I would say if I read a book, it's going to be easier to recenter, right? Workouts for 30 minutes, where in the gym. I would say this would be like I would say 5:15 p.m. Actually, five. I end work around 5 p.m. 5:10, 5:15. But let's say I will be at the gym at 5:15 p.m. But I would say more realistically 5:20 p.m. Gym, and I'm going to go to the gym near my workplace. I'm going to go back, head back home, right? I'm going to head back home. There's two, four, and this takes around 30 minutes. So 5:50. And I will be preparing dinner at, let's say, 6. So I'll be back around 6:20, 6:30, for example. Um, it's like 6:30 p.m. I prepare dinner. I would say it takes maybe 20 minutes, but I don't want to take too long. Eating dinner, um, 7. And it does take a bit to wait, honestly. Uh, so honestly, while waiting, can do high quality rest, which includes reading book. Be cautious with YouTube, right? And eating dinner would start, I would say it takes around 20 minutes from after I finish meal prepping, because for example, if you're cooking rice, it take 20 minutes. Um, though, so I would say starts at 7:10, around 7:10 p.m. to like 7. I usually like to give myself 30 minutes, so 7:40 p.m. And that's when I can recenter myself for like 10, 5 to 10 minutes. How long did I put my recenter for my first eating lunch? 30 minutes chill. This is 30 minutes. Honestly, I can reduce this to 15. Same here, 15 minutes. So it'll be like till like 7:55. I just need a little routine. Okay, it's a little placeholder, right? I know it's like 15 minutes, but it's just a little routine that I would do that I could prepare myself to get into deep work. So doesn't necessarily have to be 15 minutes. It might just be like 10 seconds, for example. But I just want to intentionally put it there so that I make the conscious effort to reorient myself back into workflow, right? So I'm going to get back into a deep work session, 2 hours. 2 hours? Yeah, yeah, I think so. Because that would mean I'll go from 7 to 9 p.m. 8 to 10 p.m. actually, which would mean, which would mean my hobby time would be like an hour only. Yes, I mean, I suppose so. Sure. Do I want to leave more time for my hobbies? Because I do latest want to sleep at like 11:30 or 11 or 12. Huh. My hobby time. Okay. 10 to 11. Say 10. Wait, 11? Huh. Yeah, I'll put it like this and see what it feels like, to be honest. But my hobbies for 1 hour, I mean, I suppose that's not too bad. A dedicated time for my hobby. And I can only choose one. I suppose so. And I guess workout counts as, this workout session right here. Technically, also can count as my hobby time. I could dance instead of working out, right? I think that would be good as well if I want a bit more hobby time, right? So I suppose I'll go with this. And then 11 to 11:30 sleep. There we go. So that is my official, right? Official routine with timestamps, right? And preferentially with location. So I'm going to take a 5 minute walk outside my door. Like literally right outside. I don't just a little 5 minute walk. I mean the route, how big could it be really? Uh Go to kitchen for a cup of coffee, right? Deep work session inside my room. Actually, yeah, yeah, inside my room. Honestly, that would be good. And honestly, okay, I have a lamp right here. If you can't see this lamp right here, and this lamp actually has different modes. It has reading. I can't tell if you can see it, but I can turn it to different modes, and there's like this relax mode or sleep mode where the light is a bit more red light maybe. I don't know how to describe it, but it's a less it hurts less on the eyes. And yeah, there's like also this reading version. It's like a lot brighter. But I'm going to incorporate my lamp into my deep work session as well. So in my deep work session tomorrow morning, I'm going to turn lamp to study or reading mode and turn the brightness up. This is so, I kind of felt this Pavlovian trigger in my brain that when I want to get into this deep work state, I turn on this lamp in this mode, and it's going to make my brain go, okay, time to work. So I'm going to do it down here as well. But I'm going for the lamp during my hobby time. I am going to turn off or down the lamp or turn it to it has study and relax mode or sleep. Let's say sleep mode to relax atmosphere. Honestly, yeah, dude, the light bulbs really changed the mood. I won't lie. Uh, and for my night routine, definitely turn off electronics, right? And I am definitely going to, what was it? Um, um, um. Oh, during my workout, I can also listen to audiobooks. But what was I gonna say? There's one more thing. It was morning routine. Oh, I had something in my mind. Counts. Oh yes, during my deep work sessions, I will need to put phone away in living room. So outside my workspace. Put phone out of reach in living room. All right, that's about it. Oh wait, yes, I forgot I need to change my screen back. But yeah, the biggest change that I made was that I'm going to put my phone outside my reach during my deep work sessions. And during my deep work sessions, I'm also going to utilize this lamp, its different modes, to sort of create that atmosphere. I'm going to turn off my electronics during my night routine. So that's the general gist of my routine with timestamps and locations. For example, my gym, I'm going to work out there. I'm going to head back home, prepare dinner in the kitchen, eating dinner. Uh, I mean, I guess I could eat dinner. In terms of location for dinner, I will eat it outside actually. Eat outside of personal room. That's because I want to separate my personal room um from work. All right, but I think that's about it. But I'll see how this works tomorrow. I really am curious. But yeah, I hope whoever watches this video. I know this video won't do great, but hey, I'm treating this more as a journey and a journal. I mean, and to whoever does appreciate this kind of content, good for you. Because I hope you take this opportunity to, I don't know. Actually, no. I want this to be like a journal for you to see how someone who is not perfect hasn't achieved too much in his life and see the process of me stumbling and falling and getting up and what it looks like every day to get to whatever is the final point. And there's no final point, of course, but I want to be more productive, work on the things that I need to work on career wise, and also, use some time for my hobbies and all that. But basically, taking control of my time, what it looks like real time. And yeah, this is my. I mean, it's been this video is quite long, but this is my follow up from yesterday's video, and yeah, I don't know. Like, give me your thoughts in the comments if you do see this video. But I hope I have a lot clearer image on how I'm gonna spend my time tomorrow, right? And I'll remind myself, even if something goes off, right? Even if I spend too much time during my lunch, it's fine, right? It's okay. Recenter myself. Whenever I realize it, I should just stop, cut off, and give myself 15 minutes to recenter. Then I will do whatever I can to give myself a gift to the future me, right? Prepare a gift for future me. What can I do now? Right? It doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, I just screwed up. Okay. Just think about what you can do in the moment. All right. That's it. We just almost hit the 40-minute mark, but I will end it right before it does. I hope you all have a good night, a good day, whenever you see this video, and I will see you, I think, tomorrow. All right. Good night. Bye.